Okay, let me know if we're live. We should be live now.
Yes, I'm live. I can hear you.
No,
Uma.
sorry, live online. David, welcome. How are you, sir?
Thanks, Uma. I'm good. How are you?
Awesome. I'm happy to see you here. Okay, I'm just gonna
Good to
check
see
we're live. I think we're live here. I go to my YouTube here, and
I don't see it live on LinkedIn. Yeah.
let me see.
Whatever you're saying, you are live. So
Yeah, it says live at the top there. Let me check. It may be a second. Give it a second. Let me. Okay. I see why. I need to sign in here. Okay. One moment. Okay. Okay. I need to sign in. That's one moment.
I'm gonna try something over there.
Okay, there we go. Just doing the verification on my phone, and we are live. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Perfect. All right. And yeah, it looks like we are live. Let me refresh my screen. Let me know if you guys see it.
Yes, I can.
I
We're
don't
live
see
on,
anything yet.
we're live on YouTube and all that.
Yeah, can you just share the live link, Mahesh? Put it on WhatsApp.
Are you sharing your screen?
We can see the background here.
Yeah, we are live and just sharing this.
Okay,
link.
okay, perfect. All right, yes, good.
Lebo, I'm sharing.
Perfect. Okay, so basically the way it works is there's gonna be an intro, about 3 minutes, and then we're gonna introduce you guys, okay? So let me just make sure we are live on YouTube as well, right? Yeah,
So
we are. Okay, live on YouTube.
You're gonna have questions for us and
Yep. So we're gonna explain those. Okay, everybody. The way I do it is turn off your audio and video. We're gonna play the intro. There's an intro theme song in the beginning that I created, and then after that, we will introduce everybody. So we'll do like a 5-minute talk, and then there's a board with categories and point values. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. So everybody, turn off your audio and video. We're gonna play the intro here. Let me know if you can hear it.
Zoompardy and PMP have come together for an exhilarating game that centers around knowledge and trivia. We invite you to partake in this contest of intellect, where participants will face a series of trivia twists and turns, compelling them to think quickly and creatively. The ultimate question looms: who will rise as the supreme quiz champion? Witness the excitement as teams strategize and collaborate, pooling their knowledge to tackle a diverse array of questions spanning various categories. Prepare yourself for an unpredictable journey filled with learning, humor, and spirited competition. Let the knowledge showdown commence, and may the best team win.
Hello and welcome to this special Zoompardy with PMP. My name is Omar, and I'm happy today to participate in this event. And we're going to play a game of Zoompardy. We're going to have 6 categories. Let's go ahead and bring in the team. Mahesh, if you want to come up here and say a few words and introduce our players.
Yeah, good afternoon and good morning and very good evening everyone. So we are just with the Zoompardy. It's just a fun event and we have a lot of fun with project management and PMO and negotiation and project management domains and especially of course with AI. So today we are the host, our Omar. He's a great fun guy and great experienced guy. So today we have the great participants. Mr. Dr. Tony Rensa is a very expert in the PMO sector. So of course, David, and he's our colleague and I really appreciate his presence. He's the one of the best, judging panel member in this year PMO Global Award, and of course the Andrea. Andrea also, I can't explain more, and she is very much active in the project management field, and it's our honor on behalf of negotiation. And Andrea and Tony and David, most welcome from our end. So I would like to invite our founder, Marjana, to give some few words about our platform before starting the event. Yeah, Marjana, it's floor for you. Thank you. Yeah, Marjana.
You available?
Mariana, you're on mute.
I think you are on mute.
Hi, I hope that you hear me.
Yes, of course, Marjana.
Yes. Okay, so thank you for everyone to come today. It is, as you said, Mahesh, a big honor. Yes?
Yes, Marjana, we have the great leaders in different
Hi, I hope
sectors.
that you hear me.
So I would like to know if you can introduce
Okay, so
what is our platform looking for
thank you.
about negotiation project managers. So then we can give our entire platform to Uma.
I think that Mariana, she is speaking, but we can hear her.
Maybe her connection isn't good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we have Mahesh, if you don't mind, have the players introduce themselves and where they're from a little bit?
Yeah, I think this technical glitches is don't worry. So we don't have to waste the time. So people are waiting. So Omar, I think we can go for our great.
Yeah. So let's have the players introduce themselves a little bit. So Tony, go ahead. Tell us about yourself. Where are you joining us from? And a little bit about yourself and a sentence or two. Thank you.
So I'm joining from Orlando, Florida. Tony Prensa. I've been in the industry doing different things for around 40 plus years in different responsibility roles, learning every day different things in the field, project management, digital transformation, leadership, emotional intelligence, and I'm happy to be here in this great event. So anyone that want to know more about me, so follow me in LinkedIn. So I have a big network of friends and people that support me on my journey.
Awesome. Dr. Tony, I appreciate you being on the program all the way from Florida. Awesome. All right, let's go now to the other participant. Let's go to Andrea here. Where are you joining us from? We are happy to have you. I think you are in the Bahamas, if I read your profile right. Appreciate you being here. I'm happy to meet a new person. Tell me about yourself a little bit.
Yeah, well, thank you, Omar. Yes, I am joining from the Bahamas, Nassau, Bahamas. And
Nice.
I've been in project management for over 20 years. I'm an award-winning Agile practitioner. I'm a trainer, I'm a speaker, and I'm also a project management consultant. I have my company called Creative Minds Project Development and Consultation, where I provide project management services for clients located all around the world. And I'm also the founder of the Bahamas Agile and Project Management Community, the first and only community of practice for Agilists in the Bahamas. We have a global presence with over 1,000 members. And I am also a PR instructor. So I love project management. I'm excited to be here. Thanks for the invitation.
Awesome, awesome. We're happy to have you here. Hopefully, some of the clues that we came up with, you guys will understand. And last but not least, David. He's the farthest from you guys. He's more east, and he's in Dubai. David, please come on the line. And how are you, my friend? Thank you for being on the program. And
Yes,
what time is it in Dubai right now?
yeah, it's 16 past 8
Okay.
in Dubai PM.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and how come why you joined this program. And yeah, we'd love to hear about you.
Okay, great. So I'm David Mpettey. Like you already stated, I'm currently based in Dubai. Yes, and I'm into project management. I've been in project management for over 20 years. Yes, and my expertise spans across different sectors, construction, real estate, finance, across a number of countries around the world. Yes, so I have a deep passion for project management, and I'm always also happy to impart my knowledge in project management. So I'm a trainer and consultant, and I'm currently working for Balfour Capital Group as an executive wealth advisor, and also for trade finance company as a trade finance consultant. And I'm so glad to be here on this platform. I always like to be on knowledge sharing platforms like yours, and I think it's an interesting opportunity to be here to as it were, impart my knowledge and also learn a bit more. And as I try to express myself, I mean, expand my knowledge in the field of project management and leadership. So I'm glad to be here. I can be found on LinkedIn, and we can connect on LinkedIn, everyone, and we can share knowledge, as it were. Thanks, everyone.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome, David. Appreciate you. I also want to say shout out to Matt Allen, who introduced us, and he said you would be a good fit for this. Matt Allen does Kudos, and we do a lot of events together. I did this for them a couple of years ago. It was a summer event online as well. So, all right, guys, thank you for your introduction. Now I'm going to show you the board and the categories here. You guys are probably excited. All right, here we go. All right. Okay, so now we have 6 categories here, ranging from 400 points to 2,000 points. 200, 400, 800, 1,200, 600. First category is negotiations, all right? A whole category about this topic, okay? You have 5 clues. Okay, second one is going to be PMO, okay? PMO is the second category. I see some smiles there, so I think a lot of you are excited for that category. Okay, the third one is artificial AI. I don't even need to say it. You guys know what AI is. I'm pretty sure you do. Okay. Okay, let's go with the next one here. PSM, project stakeholder management, is the third category. The fourth category, project scope management. Okay. And then we're going to go into the rules here in a second. And then risk management. And then I think there's one more. That's it. There you go. Okay. All right, guys. So here is the board. We have 5 clues in each one times 6. There's 30 categories. 2 of them somewhere in here are double your points. Okay. So the way it works is when you pick a category and a point value, I will read it. If you think you know it, you're going to raise your hand in Zoom. Okay. Can you guys go ahead and raise your hand in Zoom and test it for me?
So let me see.
Okay, Andrea got it. Tony, doctor, can you raise your hand to see if it works? And David, there you go.
So I'm looking for the reaction. Reacts.
All right, should be somewhere
Do
at the
you see
bottom.
nothing?
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
All right. Do you see it there at the bottom?
Yeah, it doesn't allow me. Okay, now I got it.
Okay,
I will do that.
perfect. Actually, yeah, if you can do the hand raise, much better. You can. We can do that. Yeah, we can do the thumbs up. Maybe that makes it
Okay,
interesting.
okay.
That's fine.
That's
too.
fine. Okay.
Okay,
yeah.
awesome. All right, everybody, any questions? Everybody understand the rules? Any questions, anybody? Dr. Tony, questions?
Yeah, no, I got it.
Okay, perfect. And then if you guys don't mind, Mariana or Meha, we can take turns reading the clue. So let's start with the person alphabetically first. I think it's Andrea. You give me a category and a point value. And then Mahesh, if you have the answers on your screen, you will let him know if they're right. Okay, Andrea, I'll give you a few seconds to think about it. Which one looks good to you?
I'll take artificial intelligence 400.
Okay, artificial intelligence for 400. Okay, so wait until I read it and then raise your hand. Okay. What type of AI tool can summarize meeting notes, write emails, and assist with status reports? If you guys know it, raise your hand. And then if you need a clue, okay, Dr. Tony.
Read the AI.
Okay, is he right, Mahesh?
That's the one that I use.
Mahesh, are you there? Okay, let me see. The answer is.
Let me check and.
Yeah, make sure that's right. Could you repeat your answer?
My answer?
Yes, please.
Read the AI. That's the one that I use.
Read AI. Okay. Would we give that to them? I think that's a gender AI tool is the answer. Yeah, I can give. What do you think? Should we give it a point there?
I will say yes.
Let's give him the point. Okay. You have 400 points like that. All right, perfect. All right, we go back to the board. That clue goes away. Now you pick.
Me?
Yes, Dr. Tony. Your turn.
PMO for 2,000.
PMO for 2,000 points? 2,000 points. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What is PMO value ring? Value ring. What is this one here? Okay, David. David is first.
Okay, so the PMO value ring actually defines the core structure of the PMO governance structure. And the value ring basically stands on three core pillars. That's strategy, mandate, and governance. So it is around these three core structures or three core pillars that the whole PMO governance structure is built. That's my opinion on the PMO value ring.
Okay, Mahesh, is he right?
How many core structures?
Yes, he's right.
Three core structures. That's the strategy, the mandate, and the governance.
David, you get 2,000 points for that one. Good job.
Thank you.
All right. There you go. Okay. I doubled the points for this game. So you guys, I want to see some high points, 30,000 points or something possibly. Okay. Go ahead, David. Yeah. Your turn to pick now.
Okay. I go for project stakeholder management and I go for 2,000 points.
Okay. Project scope management for 2,000
Stakeholder
points.
management.
Stakeholder for 2,000.
Stakeholder.
Awesome.
Stakeholder management.
Okay. What is stakeholders' favorite song during project delays?
Stakeholder songs.
Might be a hard one. Okay, Dr. Tony.
I would say, oh my God.
Is that correct?
No, probably not.
Mahesh, is he correct? Or anybody else?
He said, "Oh my God."
What is stakeholders' favorite song?
What?
Can someone else respond?
I'm waiting if he's correct. What do you think, Mahesh? Is he correct? What would you say?
Mahesh, are you here?
Mahesh?
50-50, almost, but not 100%.
Not 100%. Okay, I will give you 100 points for that one. Okay, Andrea.
You want me to respond to the same question?
Yes, because he didn't get it 100% right.
Well, if I had to choose a song for whenever my projects are delayed, I would sing "Don't Stop Believing" by Journey.
Shall we give her some points there? What do you think?
Yes, of course.
Okay, how many points should I give her, you think?
Give some points to Andrea.
I'll give Andrea 1,000 points. Let's say that. Okay, good job. Okay, now you pick. Andrea.
I would go negotiations 2000.
Okay, all right, perfect. I like how you guys are picking the big points. Okay, what is the purpose of the ZOPA concept in negotiations?
Oh, well, I don't know that one.
Okay, Andrea is raising her hand. I think, yeah.
I believe this is the zone of possible agreement.
Is she correct, guys?
Yes, that's correct.
Good job. Yeah. You get the full 2,000 points. You now have 3,000 points. Good job. Woohoo. Okay.
Good job, Andrea.
All right. Don't forget, if you hit one of the two in here, you can double your points here. And then there's a final clue at the end where you can actually double your points even more. Okay, Andrea, back to you.
Okay, let's go artificial intelligence 800.
All right, not 2,000, but 800. Okay, here we go. All right, AI for 800. Okay. Oh, you can double your points. How many points you would like to wager, Andrea?
I would wager 2,000.
2,000 points. Okay, let's wait for the clue to populate. Either you'll have 1,000 points or 5,000 points on this one. Only for you, this one. Nobody else can raise your hand because you picked the double your points one. Okay, let's pull this up. What kind of AI persona supports a project manager by acting as a task tracker or meeting assistant? Andrea, if you 1,000 points or 5,000 points, what do you think is the answer on this one?
What kind of AI persona support?
Notion?
Okay, I'll give you a hint. Think of a digital team member that never sleeps and always keeps track of project tasks.
Well, if you're talking generally, is an AI project assistant.
Mm-hmm.
So
Shall
if
we
you
give
want
it to her? Guys?
you want a specific type, there's specific types.
Guys,
yeah. It is
I'll give you the points. Okay.
Say that again, Andrea. I will appreciate that, please.
The AI project assistant, you have different types. You have ClickUp, you have Motion, and you have Notion. But it's called an AI project assistant.
Yeah, that's okay, Yola. You
correct.
got it.
That's correct. Okay, good job. 5,000 points your way. All right. Excellent. All right. I love those high points. Okay. All right, Andrea, you pick again.
Let's go project risk management for 2,000.
Okay. Project you said risk management?
Risk management.
Okay.
Risk management.
Okay, the last category. Okay, perfect. Guys, the lady is winning. Make sure you guys raise your hand, you know, okay? Make it competitive. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
All right,
sure.
The women always win. Okay. At what stage would risks be identified in a project? Okay. All right. Andrea again. What's your answer?
Initiation.
Is she right?
No.
No.
No?
Not right. Guys?
No. Planning.
Mahesh? Not right? Okay.
No,
So you
no,
lose.
no.
You now have 3,000 points.
Yes, Tony's right.
Dr. Tony.
Planning.
Dr. Tony?
Yes. Yeah, he's right.
What do you say?
Planning.
He's right.
Okay, good. So you have 2,500 points. Good job. All right. Excellent. All right. The points are pretty close. Okay. Dr. Tony, you pick now, and that goes away.
So I'm gonna go to my favorite topic, PMO, Project Management Office, for 1,600 points.
PMO for 1,600. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Why can the performance indicators of each function have different relevance? Okay. Lower your hand. Oh, is that from before, Andrea? Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Anybody raise your hand? Go ahead, doctor.
So what kind of key performance indicator of each function has different relevance? Wow, that's that's a very ambiguous question there. I would say the key performance indicator that show value for the PMO. I would say that.
Okay, is she right? Is he right? I mean, sorry, is he right?
Yeah, the ROI or something like that.
98%, yes, almost.
98%. Okay.
The more ROI, those kind of things.
How many points should I give him? You think?
You can give full.
Full
He's
points.
right.
Okay. Good job. Good job. Okay, so he has now 3,000. Actually, no, 4,100 points. Good job.
Yeah.
All
Thank you.
All right.
We
And
need
can
to
you guys
clap.
hear me clearly on my end, or is there an echo? My voice. Is it good?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
A little low. If you can speak up a little bit, Mahesh.
A little. Okay, but no echo. Okay, perfect. I have my mic here, so okay. Okay, good. All right, Dr. Tony, you pick now.
So I'm gonna go project scope management.
Okay.
2,000
All right. Let's go with 2,000. Okay.
for scope management.
How does scope creep typically impact a project's triple constraints, time, cost, and quality? David is first.
Okay, so an activity creeping into the project first is going to affect the time because it hasn't been planned for during the planning stage of the project number one, and there's been no budget for it. And of course, once we're going to concentrate on other activities that have not been inculcated or planned from the beginning, we're going to compromise on the quality. So in respect to time, cost, and quality, scope creep actually impacts the project negatively in those ways that I stated.
Right. Is he correct?
Yes, of course.
Okay, good job. You now have 4,000 points. All right. Look at how these points are so close to each other. I like that. Awesome. Okay.
I helped David. That was easy.
Sorry for that. I was quick.
Yeah.
I was very quick with that. Yeah, doctor.
Exactly.
Good, excellent. So I have to tell you that there's only one more 2,000 point one. So I'm sorry about that. But David, lower your hand and you pick for me. David, yeah. Oh, you're muted. Go ahead and pick for me, David, please.
Yeah, I would go for risk management, 1,600 points.
Okay, 1,600 points. Risk management. Okay, what is a positive risk called?
Opportunity.
Dr. Tony was first. Dr. Tony.
Opportunity.
I was first. Opportunity. I said it.
Hey, but you raise your hand first. You gotta raise your hand.
Both are right.
For the
Umar,
right.
you can
So,
decide.
Yeah.
Umar, you
let's
can decide.
let's give half a point. We give 800 points to the doctor
Yeah.
and 100 points to the other.
Exactly. Let divide
That's
it.
fine.
That was,
That's
So
absolutely
again, I know
fine.
you,
Yeah.
you have
Thank you.
now this many
Well,
points.
well, I should
and-
get full points for waiting to be called.
All right. Very
Yeah,
close,
thank
very
you,
close.
David, for the point. That was easy.
Let's review
That's
now.
fine,
Dr.
Dr.
Tony
Tony.
has 4,900 points. David has 4,800 points, and Andrea has 3,000 points. All right, nobody's in the negative yet. That's good. All right. Okay, let's go to Dr. Tony. You pick.
Yeah, so let's go for negotiations. Let's do it for 400 points only.
Okay, negotiation for 400 points. All right, we're going up to the top. All right. There we go. There's somebody in the waiting room. Somebody can put him in. Okay. What does BATNA concept mean in negotiation? Okay. That was Andrea. She was first.
Yeah.
What is your answer?
My answer for BATNA is best alternative to a negotiated agreement.
And that is right.
All right. I will give you 400
Right.
points.
That came from
Yeah, you have
Harvard.
to. You have to.
Excellent. Excellent. I'm sorry that was only 400 points. I mean, it was so easy. So we made it easy.
I know that
Okay.
you're gonna get it. So
Now you pick.
didn't give you so
I
much
want you
time.
to pick the double your points again. So you can double your points there, Andrea. Okay. So find it.
Okay. Let's try artificial intelligence for 2,000.
All right, here we go. A brave soul, 2,000 points. All right, let's see. Okay, a long one here. What ethical issue in AI models must project management watch out for, especially during hiring, performing reviews, or stakeholder feedback? Dr. Tony.
Bias.
Is he
I would
right?
say bias. Yeah,
Yes,
bias.
of course. Yes.
Okay,
He's right.
he's correct. Dr. Tony is correct for 6,900 points. Woo! All right.
Oh, wow.
6,900 points. All right.
Thank you, Andrea.
Can I just state a point on that?
Yeah. Yes.
When you
Go
say
ahead.
bias, there's different types of bias. So is that the general category or is it a particular type of bias? Because you asked what particular category.
In general, so bias.
General bias. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
All
It's
right.
like you need to make sure what you get out of AI is real. So you need to judge. So you can assume anything that came from out of any of the AI tools.
Excellent. All right. We have now Dr. Tony. You pick.
So let's go for project stakeholder management. Let's take a big one, 1,600.
1,600 for stakeholders, you said?
Stakeholder management.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Stakeholder management.
Okay. How do you
1,600.
know a stakeholder is really unhappy? Okay, Andrea.
This is
Andrea,
a very subjective question. I asked them. I'll communicate with them.
All right.
Or they would, I don't know, they would be disgruntled. I don't know.
All right. Shall we give her the points?
Yes, I asked them.
Okay.
No, it's too much.
Their actions, their words.
She said very right, and it's a very tricky question. You need to give hint.
Well, I believe this is indeed subjective because, well, different stakeholders would like to use different means to express their levels of unhappiness. So I think it was a bit too broad, but I don't know. Yeah.
Right. From PMI standpoint, we can say.
So how many points?
Yeah, how many points you gonna get? But from the PMI standpoint, we can measure the level of happiness by the level of engagement. So in the stakeholder engagement plan, so in the execution of the project, you should measure that level of happiness. So happiness is more satisfaction. so that you can, and there's a way that you can measure that.
I guess it's by their engagement as well. If you see stakeholders are pulling away from interacting with the project, then that means their interest level has changed.
Exactly. Yeah, we can measure happiness related to satisfaction, and you can measure satisfaction by surveys or interviewing, those kind of things.
Okay, how about
And
we break up?
some categories of
I think we
stakeholders
should
would
give them a
also
hint. Give them the clue.
So how about I give them all even points, like everybody gets
Yeah,
even points?
no.
Yeah,
I-
so if I would be given the chance, I would also like to say that from my
Uma,
perspective, some stakeholders would also like to go a long way to create a sabotage. Okay, so I was going to mention examples similar to that that way of their expression of unhappiness. Anyway, yeah.
All right.
Umar, I think they need clues.
Yeah,
Right.
give them a clue. Give them the clue.
Give them all 400 points or what?
No,
No, the
they
clue.
need clues.
They were
Clues.
The
close.
hint. The hint. The hint.
Oh.
Yes.
What was the hint on this one? Did you want to give them a hint?
Yeah. Every question has got a hint. Give them a hint.
Yes. What's the hint there, Mahesh?
Let 1 minute.
Okay.
So the hint is we can check their communication style, how they are starting. Whether it
Perfect.
is a
Then
phone
now we
call.
can get an answer now. Maybe we can get a
So whether
more
it is a
nearer.
phone calls,
Okay.
mails, or tricks.
David.
Okay, so I was happy Mahesh stated that the Hindis, they have a way of expressing their dissatisfaction. Well, where I come from, people would not be quiet necessarily when, or they would not be mute necessarily when they are not happy with something. They would come out, they would like to make noise, they would like to go a long way to sabotage the project, perhaps reporting those who are leading the project, and they try to be heard. Okay, so I believe it has a cultural comparison, like Mahesh is saying. It would largely depend on the cultural setting or the background of the landscape of where the people are coming from or where the stakeholders are coming from. So that's how subjective it can be, in my opinion. Yeah.
All right. How many points?
So not.
So who's gonna win the
I-
points? It's on.
I think Tony, I would say Tony and Andrea, you can try one more time.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah, Andrea, can you go?
Say it again, Dr. Tony.
No,
I think-
he said that we have another chance. Can you go first, lady first?
Ladies first.
To answer this question about how do you know a stakeholder is really unhappy?
Yes, and now you are taking into account the clue that you have been given.
Okay, well, I would say to use the tools that we have as project manager. There's something called a net promoter score. We also have a sentiment analysis, and you also have different ways that you could determine your stakeholders' happiness by their level of engagement. So I would say consult your communications plan and utilize your tools as a project manager.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. So the net scorer is a way to measure objectively not really the happiness or unhappiness, but the satisfaction. So if I am satisfied, I'm gonna be happy. If I am satisfied, maybe I won't be unhappy. So what Andrea mentioned about the net scorer, promoter scorers is one of the KPIs that we are using to measure the level of satisfaction.
All right. Any of them right?
Lebo, whatever can say.
Okay.
I think we can give one more clue, last clue.
Okay.
Sorry, say it again, Mahesh.
I think we can give the final clue.
Yeah. Give the look.
So
Give the
you're
clue.
looking for specific things.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Remember, you
the final clue is the guy, or whether he or she just entering the office and somewhere is stuck and really unhappy, but something is backlog and he started the same thing, digging and some backlogs to start digging and give some reply how he or she will.
Can I add to that, Mahesh?
Yes, of course you can.
Okay. So on this question here, how do you know a stakeholder is really unhappy? We got a clue there, which Mahesh said it's check their communication style, right? So if your stakeholder is unhappy and the clue is about their communication style, I think that automatically answers the question. What it then implies is this: you will notice that if your client is unhappy, the communication becomes also affected. Check the tone of their emails or check the tone when you guys engage in a meeting. That will tell you that, oh yes, here something is not right with the project. Then you can automatically sense it or feel it by virtue of the communication style or the tone of the language when you guys engage, either via email or it's on chats or it's direct face-to-face meetings. So basically, the tone of the communication changes. That expresses the unhappiness of the stakeholder. That was the preferred answer. So the jury can decide how it wants to share the points.
I say nobody should get the points. What do you think?
Yeah, because we were looking for something specific, but it's very subjective, as Andrea mentioned from the beginning.
Yeah, she really said it's a tricky question.
A lot of people, they can fake it, and it would be very difficult for you to judge if that person is happy or unhappy. So they keep neutral, and they can fake it, so they don't show you the emotion. So they are emotional intelligence.
You're absolutely. You're absolutely. They might fake their emotions, but here we are dealing with a piece of work that needs to be delivered. This is business, guys. It comes to a point whereby there's no time for faking stuff here. We need to say a spade as it is. If that person is answerable to senior management, I promise you, there's nothing to fake. They will come to you with red eyes.
Exactly.
All right, let's have Dr. Tony, you pick.
Yeah, so let's go with project scope management for 1200.
All right, perfect. Let's try to wrap it up as quick as possible. Why is a well-defined scope statement critical to project success? All right. David was first.
It's principally to avoid gold plating and scope creep, which could potentially affect the triple constraints or the triple constraints of the project, yes, as it were. So we don't want to go or exceed the objectives of the particular project. So the scope statement should actually be well defined to the point. Is to be defined very well in order for us to miss the basic objectives of the project, as it were.
All right. What do you guys think? Is he right?
Mahesh, are you answering that?
Yes.
Yes. In this case, he hits it the nail on the head.
Awesome. You now have 6,000 points. Exactly. Excellent. All right. All right. Let's try to get the answer within 30 seconds so we can move on quickly here. All right. We have a lot of clues to go. David, please.
Okay. So I go for risk management again. 1,200 points.
Risk management. Okay. Stakeholder, right?
Risk management.
This okay. Okay. Which document lists all identified risks and their characteristics? Dr. Tony.
Risk register.
Was first.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Register. Yeah, I raised the hand first, David.
Okay.
Kumar, you can decide. But answer is right.
I'll give it. I have to give it to Tony because he raised his hand first. So.
No, that's fine. It's sure. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Okay,
yeah.
so you have now 8,100 points, right? Yeah. Good job.
Thank you.
All right, excellent. All right. All right.
So
Back to you, Dr. Tony.
So let's go back to project stakeholder management for 1,200 points.
All right. Why did the stakeholder bring a ladder to the project review?
Yeah, I'm gonna have Andrea to answer that one. That's yours, Andrea. Andrea.
All right, her hand is raised.
This is a riddle, and I'm not good at riddles.
Yeah.
All right.
Give them the clue. Give them the clue.
Yeah,
yes, of course, she needs.
Yeah. All right. Or do you want to just give them the answer so we move on quickly?
Yeah.
Okay. So on this one, it's like Andrea said, it's a riddle. Absolutely, it is. So when the stakeholder brings a ladder, what do we use a ladder for?
Climb.
It's for us, yes, to climb or to go at an elevation of some sort. So when a stakeholder brings a ladder, they are simply implying that they want to elevate their concerns of the goings on in the project. That's the simple answer to that. Yes. They want to raise their perspective, say, I think here, guys, we are moving too fast. We might be too quick or we are too slow.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. Looks like we have 15 more clues to go. All right. Yeah. Go ahead and pick again, Dr. Tony.
Yeah, for me, again, project stakeholder management for 800. So let's.
All right. Okay. Why do you call stakeholders who all keep changing their mind? Dr. Tony.
They don't know what they want. I would say in the cipher. So they don't make a decision what they looking for.
Okay, what do you guys think?
Lebo,
okay.
You can.
Oh, yeah, sure, I can take it. The hint or the clue to this one is think about the answer in the context of weather. They say the weather keeps on changing. So if a stakeholder is like that, then we can literally say is unpredictable and probably even destructive to the progress of the project. So guys, you can decide how you want to share the points.
Yeah, they are exactly.
Let's give him, what do you think? 200 points?
They don't have idea what they want.
Okay. Nobody got it. That's fine. Okay, we'll skip that one. No points.
Yeah,
okay.
Nobody.
Okay.
All right, Dr. Tony, you pick.
Okay, so let's finish with stakeholder management for 400.
All right. Okay, why did the project manager bring a tennis racket to the stakeholder meeting? Dr. Tony.
To hit the ball back to them. That's how when you bring the points. So you already had the mindset that I'm gonna say no, or so change your idea. So bring the balls back to them.
Absolutely. I think that one is straight on point. It's about the back and forth. It's a negotiation to and fro, but he already has taken a position. He wants the project to be delivered tomorrow, but the reality says otherwise. So you are on point there.
Good job. Good job. Doctor, you pick again. we finished that category. You have 5 more to go.
Okay, yeah. Let's take project scope management 1600. That's a big one.
Okay. Okay. Why is the biggest risk of not properly documenting requirements in scope management? Andrea.
I would say the biggest risk is that you have scope creep entering your project because you haven't fully documented all of the requirements. So you will know what's a part of the project and what should not be a part of the project.
Okay. Is she right?
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
we can.
Good job.
take
You
that
have
one.
now 5,000 points again. Woohoo!
Awesome.
Oh, wow.
All right. Went up that way. All right. It's a competition here. All right. Perfect. All right. Andrea.
I'll take AI for 1600.
All right. Okay. What key project management activity can AI tools support by analyzing historical data to detect potential problems early? Dr. Tony.
I would say a fall to the type of risk management. That's all. Let me see if I can
Yes,
understand.
I think
risk
right.
management. Yeah.
He's right.
All right, perfect. You now have, is it 10,000 points? 10,100 points, right? All right, good job.
Yeah.
All right, excellent. We reached the 5 digits. Okay. All right, Dr. Tony.
So let's go back to negotiations for 1200.
1200. Okay. Okay. Is this a repeat? No. What is the purpose of the ZOP concept in negotiation?
I think that's a repeat, right?
That's a repeat. Yeah.
It was connected to something. Okay, let's skip that one. Okay, pick again. Dr. Tony, pick again. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. So let's say the same track negotiation for 1600.
Oh, you can double your points here. How many points would you like to wager? All of them?
Go for it. Just go for it.
Yeah, make a record today. 20,200 points or 0? How many points, doctor?
20,000.
20,000? No, you have 10,000 right now. So 10,000, all of your points. Okay. All right.
Okay.
This is only for you. So all your points or 0. Okay. Now, how can negotiators use the salami tactic effectively? Only for Dr. Tony.
Oh my gosh, I haven't heard about salami. How can negotiator use the salami tactic effectively? Inviting all the parties to eat together. Also bring everyone together in the negotiation so we have win-win outcome. What do you think about that?
Umar, I think
all the party together. So
very funny, but not correct. Very funny.
Exactly.
Nice try.
Nice try there.
So, how many points did you wager? By the way? How many points did you wager?
Maybe a clue. Do you need a clue?
Give him a hint.
Give me a clue.
Libo, are you giving the clues, or I can do it?
Divide a nook, or what is it?
Go ahead, Mariana. I don't have this category on my side.
Right. So think about the salami. What do you do with salami? You cut the salami on small pieces, right? So if you take this into a deal, you make small concessions and all together. Can you continue?
So divide and
that's all. So what I'm trying to get is an agreement in a win-win situation. You win, I win. So I make some. I gave you that, but I wanna get something from you.
What you're
That's a
saying about
management thinker.
win-win is a style, negotiation style, but this is a tactic. It's used when you when you have a package, you want to have smaller concession. You do that
Right.
with what kind of purpose?
Yes, just to get some benefit for you in the
Okay,
negotiation.
we are getting closer.
Well, let's start with
Yeah.
the turning from a clue to the answer.
Right. So let's just say he didn't get it right. So how many points did you wager to Dr. Tony in the beginning? All of them? You're gonna go back to 0 if you did that.
So how many points I said? 1,000 points?
Yeah, 1,000. You wagered for 1,000. Okay, we're gonna minus 1,000 from you here. You have 9,000.
Okay.
Okay. All right. What's the answer, guys? Go ahead and give it to him, Mariana.
Okay, so I already said everything.
Is that
So
the
when you have
Divide
yes, you are dividing it in small concessions so that you reach, let's say, bigger value. And this is quite powerful technique. So you don't sell something in one package, but in many, and you get more benefit with that.
All right.
Yeah, so just give it in pieces.
That's right.
No everything at once. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. You
Thank
pick
you.
now. Dr.
I
Tony.
pick?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna pick another one. So in negotiation, let's get out of that 800 in negotiation.
Okay. What term win-win mean in negotiations? What does the term win-win mean? David.
Yeah, that's the
Okay, so we are looking at a scenario where nobody would be called a loser and nobody would be called a winner. Everybody walks away being happy. So we strike a balance where we get to the middle. One side, one party gets to the middle, the other party gets to the middle. Everybody smiles out of the meeting and everybody's happy. Nobody feels cheated.
Okay. The hint is it is just a reflection. So what do you guys think?
Yeah, I think he's right.
I think it's correct. Okay. For 800
Yeah.
points for David. Good job. 6,800 points. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. All right. We're done with that category. We have 8 clues to go. David, my friend, you pick.
Okay, so okay, this time around I'm not going for risk management. Let me try 1,200 for PMO.
Okay. Not AI, but PMO. Okay. All right.
PMO, yeah.
Another double. I think this was, let me see. Let me make sure this is right. I hope there wasn't a tech issue. Okay. How many points, David, would you wager on this?
Come again, sir?
How many points would you like to wager from your points? How many points? You have 6,800. How many points would you like to make this clue worth? How many points would you like to wager? You had 6,800.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so
It's only for you.
300.
Only for you, David.
300.
All in.
300? Okay. Okay. How many steps does the PMO value ring have? For 300 points, David. You got your double your points one. This is only for David. I think his connection.
No, I'm here. Just a second.
Okay, you're thinking about it. Okay, I'll give you 10 seconds here.
4 rings.
All right, is he right?
Not at all.
No.
Oh, so you lose 300 points. 1, 2, 3. Okay, tell him the answer, or Tony. For no points.
10. Yeah, the new value ring now are 10 steps.
10.
No.
With the new value ring now is 10 steps. It used to be 8, but with the PMO guide now it's 10 steps.
Yes.
Okay.
It's right.
Okay.
Good job. Good job. Okay. David, you pick now.
Okay, so I go for risk management again, 800.
Okay. Risk management, 800. Okay. Okay. What do we call a plan created for risks that might happen but are not certain? Andrea.
Contingency plans?
What do we call it?
Yes.
Yes, yes, that's correct.
Yes.
Good job.
He's right.
All right, I
What,
have.
right.
what do you say, Andrea? I didn't hear. What did you say?
Contingency, a contingency
Yeah.
plan.
Contingency.
Okay, excellent. Good job, Andrea. 800 points. That's a lot of points. Okay, you pick.
Let's wrap up AI for 1200.
All right, AI for 1200. Okay. What term refers to the skill of giving clear instructions to get useful output from AI tools? Andrea.
Would that be prompt engineering?
Yes, 100%. He's
Good
right.
job.
Okay. Now I see the question.
Okay, you have now 7,000 points. All right, second place. Excellent. All right.
Tough competition.
Okay, now we have the baby clues. They are tiny. There's not gonna hurt anybody if you lose them. If you miss.
All right, scope management for 800.
Okay, scope management for 800. All right. Okay, what is the key difference between valid scope and control scope?
So I don't see the question on the screen right now.
You don't see the question?
Oh, okay, no.
No, you do? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Andrea.
Well, besides them being in two different categories of the process groups, when you validate a scope, you're just ensuring that what you're doing is actually part of your plan. And when you control the scope, you make sure that you only do the work that is part of your scope.
Okay, the hint is one is about acceptance and the other is about monitoring. So what do you guys think? Is she right?
Yeah.
You give her the points? Guys?
Lebo, are you there?
Yeah, she has a point.
I think I
Okay.
Yes. I was just talking to myself here, guys. What is the key difference?
So
right, I'll give you the answer here. It's validate scope. Right.
Does she get the points?
Scope,
yeah.
Validate scope, formal acceptance of completed deliverables by the client. Right, and control scope, monitoring for scope changes and managing the scope creep. So the jury is yours. How many points you can give?
Okay. Did she get it right? I didn't hear her answer. Was that right?
I wasn't happy with validate scope completely.
Yeah. So how about 400 points?
Okay.
I'll give you half a point. Okay, half. Okay. Okay, pretty good. Okay. Andrea, pick again. Baby points.
Let's go project scope for 400.
Yeah.
Project scope for 400. Only 400 points. Okay. What is the primary purpose of a WBS in scope management? Andrea.
The primary purpose of a WBS is to break down the work into small, manageable work packages so that you can execute and you can price and estimate the scope properly.
Yeah, you mentioned the keyword, work packages.
Exactly. No, she's on point. She can be granted the point.
All right, good job. All right. All right, you got your point from the other. Okay. Which one, Andrea?
Let's close out risk 400.
All right.
Risk management.
Okay, what is the purpose of removing the cause of a threat called? Just delete the problem is the answer, is the hint. Just delete the problem is the hint. Andrea.
Mitigation?
Nope.
Well, that's not no.
Doctor, anybody else want to know? It's not mitigation. Just delete the problem.
Yes.
Is the hint. Andrea,
no, that
else?
one.
Can you say the hint again?
Yeah, one chance.
Can you say the hint?
One chance. David.
Yeah. Risk avoidance.
Yes, you got it. Good job, David. Yes, risk avoidance. All right, good job. Excellent. Okay. All right, 400 or 800, David. Where do you want to go?
Well, we don't have many options.
Let me take this risk, and I hope I don't regret if I lose out. PMO 800.
Okay. Okay. What are the most common PMO stakeholders? Dr. Tony.
'The C-suite.
The hint is all are under umbrella. All are under an umbrella. That's the hint. All are under an umbrella. I think, yeah, that's what I have here. Andrea?
The most common PMO stakeholder are the C-suite.
Dr. Tony, you want to guess? Sorry, you were saying something.
Yeah, I would say the most common is the CEO.
Andrea, what is your answer?
I would say the employees, both internal and external.
Yeah, I think I like
most
it.
common PMO
David, what would you say?
Well, I would say leadership
Okay, yeah,
of the
yeah.
organization.
Yeah, upper management leadership. So both of you are right for a little bit. So
I think Andrea is
Andrea?
is more near.
Okay, she's more okay. So I'll give
It's
her. Should I give her the full points? What do you think? Full points or give her 600 points? What do you think?
I think we can give full points.
Okay, full points. Okay, good. All right. So you have 8,200. Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. And then the last clue before the final. So after this one, you guys will all answer it. You have 30 seconds, and I'll show you the category for that one. Okay. Okay. What defines the PMO function as a strategic? Raise your hand if you know this one. All right. The hint is, how is your working place? How is your working place is the hint. Okay. Andrea.
Does it have to do with the organizational culture?
What define a PMO function as strategies?
Possibly, yeah. What do you guys think? Is she right? Tony, what is your answer?
So it's the value that delivered to the senior leadership of the organization.
Okay.
PMO function strategy, I would say. It's the value that this entity provide to the senior leadership in the organization.
Okay.
Yeah, so we are talking about value alignment here. How the projects undertaken by the organization deliver value in direct alignment with what the company sets out to do, or what the organization sets out to do.
Right.
All right. So what do you guys think? We should get the points.
I agree with both of them.
Oh, both of them? Okay.
Yes.
Be directly related to organizational strategy or upper management. That's the answer.
Yeah, and that's...
I don't know. That's okay.
We can give 50-50.
We give everybody, how about I give everybody 100 points? Okay, that's fine. Okay, all right. Okay, I'm going to show you the final one here. Here is the final clue. Okay, here's the, okay. Now, what's going to happen here? In the chat box, you're going to give me how many points you'd like to wager. The category is body language, okay? All of you guys will play this one, okay? In the chat box, I will actually assign it only for me. Give me one moment here. I will, so only to the host. In your chat box, how many points you like to wager, okay? So type it in for me, how many points you like to wager in the chat box. Okay.
How many points? How many points I like what?
How many points you like to wager? So you have 9,200. Of that points, how many points would you like to throw or wager from the amount you have? So you tell me how many points you like to wager, I guess. What's another word to say? How many points you like to use from your points?
How many points? I couldn't understand what you say that.
So you have 9,200 now, right? So how many points would you like to make this question worth for you?
Place a bet. Place a bet.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. That's a better way.
Oh, okay. I understand.
No, type it in the chat box here. Okay. Okay. So,
do they have a range?
Yeah, so David, you have 7,000 points. Tony, you have 9,200 points. You want all of it? You want 1 point? You want 200 points? How many points you want to bet from that? Okay, David gave me his, and then I'm waiting for Tony.
I gave it.
Oh, did you put it? Let me see.
So
I don't.
I
Okay,
put
yeah, I
it
see,
there.
I see. Yeah. Good. Okay. So what's gonna happen? I'm gonna give you 30 seconds. I'll read the clue. You have 30 seconds. Type me your answer in the chat box. Okay. Type me your answer in the chat box. Okay. Well, 1 moment. I'll show you the answer. Okay. What does maintaining a steady eye contact convey during negotiations? You have 30 seconds. There should be a music thing, but it's not here. Okay, I give you 30 seconds. Okay, there's a typo here with the thing. So type me your answer. Let me. Okay, 1 moment. Where's the music thing? There should be a music thing. It's broken. Okay, that's okay. Let me do this.
I type it.
You type your answer. Okay, there should be like some kind of a music thing with it as well, but it's not showing here. Let me do this. I'll just I'll play it from my phone. Okay. This one.
Do you get it?
Okay. Okay. I have to. There's a song that goes with it here, but I'll play it for a little bit and then reveal the answers. Okay. This should go with it. Can you guys hear it?
No, I didn't listen anything.
I don't know if you can hear that. You probably can't hear it.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Oh, I don't know if you can hear it. Yeah.
No, we're not hearing
okay.
it.
All right. So let's see. Everybody gave me the same answer here. Mahesh, can you actually tell us what the answer is if they're right? And then I'll put the answer first later. So you tell me what the answer, Mahesh, and then I will. Okay. I'll tell them if they're right. So Mahesh, what is the answer on this one? What do you think?
So I need to write here or I can share?
Yeah, just say it. Just say the answer. What do you think? What is the answer on this one?
I think trust, and if trust is not the right one, then confidence.
Yeah.
That's what I have.
Wait, where did I get here?
It is true. It is true. Confidence and
I
trustworthiness.
agree with Marjana.
Okay, so this is the answer everybody puts in there. That's the answer they put.
Yes, of course, confidence.
Okay, so that's good. So everybody gets that right. Then let's see how many points they wager. So David said 100 points. So he will get 100 points. Tony said only 10 points. Okay, so you're just gonna get 10 points. And then Andrea, you said how many points? 1,700 points, right? Good job. So looks like 1,000. Oh, so you have 10,000 points. Andrea is the winner.
Yeah, she got in the last one.
All right, good job. All right, awesome. You guys were very close on that one. All right, let me start the ring. And excellent, guys. That was the Zoompardy meets PMP. How was it? How was your experience, Tony?
Congratulations, Andrea. So you got
Congratulations, Andrea.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I didn't understand
I
that.
should have warned you guys. I should have warned you. I'm in my winning season, so I'm winning.
Yeah, congrats.
Your magic wand hidden.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Andrea, are you gonna make?
I think I need to
make the cruise in September, Andrea?
I'm still trying to work with my schedule, Dr. Tony.
Okay. So I see you on the ocean.
So, Mahesh, what are their prizes? What did they get?
So we can give the prize later, but three of us are very, very, it's quite, up and down. The graph was first Tony was leading, and I really appreciate Andrea. She was excelling.
Awesome. All right, guys, this has been a fun event. I appreciate you guys coming into the program. check out my program, and I'm gonna end the stream right now and stop the recording. If you guys want to stick around for a second, and let me just end the meeting here.